I'd had a sort of strange feeling in my right arm. I wanted to go out drinking. I didn't want to go to the doctors. When I went to the doctors, I thought to myself, they'll just look at it, they'll test it a little bit, and nothing more will happen. And I'm still thinking, carpal tunnel at worst. It's nothing serious. She seemed concerned. And she said, I'm going to send you to see a neurologist. And I went by myself to a brain scan. And the doctor said to me, it could be Parkinson's, it could be Huntington's, or it could be Wilson's. All pretty horrific conditions. But I was rooting for Parkinson's because the other two you pass away from. And I went to the appointment and I took my parents with me this time because I knew we were talking something serious. They told me it was Parkinson's. And I thought, phew, honestly to God, said phew in my head. And my parents probably weren't saying phew. It was the first time they'd heard it. They hadn't had the time to deal with it like I had. And that relief slowly turned to panic as I realised I had to deal with it. And over the weeks and months following, my symptoms got worse. I could feel them changing. The first time I ever took the medication, I couldn't feel my legs. And it made me panic that this was my future. And I suddenly felt myself sort of slipping away a little bit. And I realised that I might become the girl that no one would invite to anything anymore because I was always saying no. And then I was sat in my parents' house one day with everyone I love around me. And I thought, if someone came into my home and tried to ruin my relationship, stop me from being able to work, destroy everything I'd worked so hard for, would I have let it? Of course I wouldn't. I'd have fought it to the ground. Yet I was letting something with no face and a ridiculous name, not even a proper name, I'd let it take me down and I hadn't given a fight. And I thought then and there, I'm going to say yes to everything. And when I started saying yes, interesting things started to happen. My positive attitude was noticed at work. You'll have to bear with me here. I'm going to spend 20 minutes trying to peg something on. Here we go. Thank you. I was promoted at work because they realised that I could inspire and lead. I was living with my parents for a short period of time and I didn't want to be a child again. So I thought to myself, I'm going to change this. And I bought a home and it was somewhere that I could have my friends come to if I was tired. If I felt exhausted, there was another option. My snazzy new job and snazzy new house got me a snazzy new boyfriend. He's incredibly pragmatic and doesn't take nonsense from me or Parkinson's, and I love that. I also realised that I had a story to tell and became more confident in telling it. I realised that actually Parkinson's UK liked telling my story too. I could be a campaigner, I could be an ambassador for the charity. I could share my story when other people couldn't tell theirs. I also realised how many good friends I had and that actually I had a huge support network, and all those people I'd said no to, they were still there for me and they were there even stronger. A couple of years ago now, 60 of my nearest and dearest walked with me through Greenwich Park for charity. And to have those people around me was an incredible thing. It made me realise how loved I am. And then I started to think about my future in terms of jobs. I opened a shop online, but I had a pop-up shop and sold my products as well to people face to face and told them about my Parkinson's. And it was all part of the story. And then I realised my job is being me, essentially. And I quit my job. I'm basically going freelance and I'm going to do all the things I love with all the people that I love. And I'm excited that that's my life. It's made me realise how strong I am as a person. When you're tested, you suddenly know what you can handle. And I started to wonder, if Parkinson's hadn't happened, would my life be the same? I personally think no. My life is better because of Parkinson's.